Muslims' beliefs on the notion of the soul are presented in this video based on the Quran and prophetic traditions. Recall, O Prophet, when your Lord made Adam's descendants testify against themselves, "Aren't I your Lord?" Yes, they testified, chapter 7 verse 172. Allah gathered all souls, put them into different groups, gave them human bodies and the ability to speak, made them sign a contract, and asked them, "Am I not your Lord?" This refers to the creation of the soul, which is mind-blowing. Using the Quran and the Sunnah as the primary sources of information, this video helps Muslims better understand the Islamic notion of the soul, the reality of the human soul. Inquirers' curiosity and thinking about the nature of the human soul and its destiny is fascinated by no other topic, so we responded, absolute truth is unattainable by the human mind. The Prophet, peace be upon him, forbade laymen to discuss the soul. It subtly eludes most minds. Fantasy misses reality. A spirit's hidden secrets should not be exposed to those who can't comprehend it, lest their minds fail to comprehend it and cause the tragedy. We'll explain if you're a truth seeker with creative thinking and reality sense. Souls aren't limited or divided like bodies. Body attachment is not an accident, like blackness or knowledge. It can produce soul-only consciousness and intelligence. In no spirituality and God, no accidents. Separate from the body, it won't split. Views of the soul in philosophy. Homer equated combat with soul. Leaving the body, the soul becomes a shadow in the underworld. After Homer, the term grew. Before the Christian era, intellectuals used the phrase to describe expressing emotions, thought, reasoning, and virtues. Soul during this time enjoyed food, drink, sex, and other pleasures. Stanford. Pythagoras suggested including plants in the name. He believed soul existed before and after the body. Britannica. Socrates believed the soul was an immortal cognitive entity. Stanford. Plato's idea of soul plurality replaces soul in the brain, breast, and abdomen. Catholic. Aristotle says the soul is the living body's driving force. He considered an ensouled body informed. Stanford. The soul is considered the mind by modern philosophy. Later, Christian writers like Augustine Hippo developed the theology of trichotomy, where both body and soul are born naturally. The spirit sublimates the regenerated Christian. Ibid. Early Greek philosophy used soul to differentiate living from dead. After soul's death, the term was used to describe its morality and deep emotions. Except for Epicurus, they believed it could reincarnate. Later, Christian writers were influenced by these Greek philosophers, especially Plato. We won't criticize them because we're only discussing Islam. Due to the impact of ideas on particular Islamic sects, we may focus on some parts while ignoring irrelevant or nonsensical ones. Islamic concepts of soul. There are a variety of Islamic views on the soul, from the ordinary to the mystical. Islamic dialectical theology and Islamic philosophy both have their own set of beliefs and theories. Different types of such conceptions can be grouped under four major headings: conventional, theological, philosophical, and mystical. These categories are different from one another, but they're also quite distinct. There's little doubt that the diverse Islamic views of the soul all seek or claim a Quranic foundation. As a result, the Quran should be a starting point for any discussion of these concepts. However, a few words about the Islamic terminology ruh or spirit and nafas, soul, are necessary before moving to the Quran. It's the animated breath of life that leaves the body at death. Then he fashioned him, man, in proportion and breathed into him his soul. Allah Almighty said, "Spirit created by Allah for that person. Your gratitude is small." Chapter 9 verse 32. Al-Ruh has two types, the lesser death, Wafat al-Sagra, and the genuine death, Wafat al-Kubra. The soul leaves both bodies, but not equally. When a person sleeps, his soul wanders while he breathes and returns in the blink of an eye. Allah takes souls at death and those who don't die during sleep, says the Quran and Sunnah. He keeps those decreed to die and sentences the rest. This is for deep thinkers. 49. As Abdullah ibn Abbas radhiyallahu anhu said, then natural death, seizing the soul, he ordered to die and sending the rest without error. Ibn Kathir, 1999. According to Bukhari, on the authority of Abu Qatada, the Prophet Raziyallahu said, "Verily, Allah took your souls when He willed and returned them when He willed." This shows that sleeping is like death, where soul action is limited but connected to the body. This link may be unclear. This rule only applies to the soul, a person's breath of life. In the Quran, the phrase means 1. Quran, al-Ruh may refer to the book itself, which inspires and guides believers to earn God's grace and mercy. Allah glorified you, Muhammad, and sent a revelation. No Bible or faith. We made the Quran a guide for whoever we choose, and you, O Muhammad, guide humankind. 52.